Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Cheryl Tia. This is going to be for Scorpio. May or may not resonate, but I'll offer personal readings and a link to the website is in the description. Scorpio. Somebody feels left out in the cold. They look really disappointed. It's almost like them and someone else has been left out in the cold. Homelessness may be a factor or a situation to where this person is lacking security in some type of way. It honestly feels like a situation to where somebody has kind of been taken advantage of. They've been a bully socially and financially, and now they're trying to like shit on and stun on somebody who they really should be looking out for, somebody that they should be helping, but they're bitter. It's almost as if like they are so entitled and arrogant and money hungry and just selfish and nasty spirited that they would rather prey on vulnerable people, possibly a vulnerable population. They seem to be doing things to where they're, again, their energy is very predatory. And it's almost as if, like, oh, it's giving me the creeps, y'all. Like, this person is like say, a medical professional, especially like a gynecologist or something, who's taking advantage of the women, like their women patients. Somebody like where there's this dark figure who's in power, but they're taking advantage of the people who are their patients, clients, customers, whatever this is. It's very nasty. It's very dark. It's very manipulative. It's very exploitive. Um, that's been a really big factor. Exploitation. It's like there's this really obsessive energy that's here, but it feels like the door is being closed on this situation because somebody is about to get away from this predator. They're no longer going to be subjected to this person's nasty predatory ways, and it mainly feels like it's because they're not going to be around any longer. Like something is happening to where this person is able to escape like the clutches of this demon, this devil. Even if this is like a situation where this person is struggling with addiction and they may be selling their body or doing things that are very distasteful for money, for respect, for clout, for opportunities, whatever it is, it's like they're doing things to where they're being exploited or exploiting themselves for financial gain or for social gain. You know, kind of like what they call a casting couch or something, to where it's something like that that's playing a really big role in this situation, and others are becoming more aware that that's what's taking place here. It's like these people have to give it up for these opportunities. They're not just getting these opportunities or this money, this attention for free. They're not just getting these things for free. They're giving up something, and a lot of this feels like their dignity, their morals, their body, okay, their booty. You take it however it may resonate. Like it's really uncomfortable. So it seems like there's a separation of detachment that will take place. Bree, Bray, Bry, anything like that. There's a separation of detachment that's going to take place because it's almost as if, like, again, this very promiscuous snake-like energy is harassing people, and people, more and more people are discovering the truth about that. Like they're harassing somebody, and it's really uncomfortable because they think that they can get away with doing this. It's almost as if like they're playing with these people or this person or doing things to where they're turning these people or this person out or doing things to where they are forcing these people to do things that they're uncomfortable doing or trying to persuade them into doing things that they're uncomfortable doing for their own selfish gain. And it's almost as if like they're, again, say they're suffering with addiction or something, so it's like, hey, I got what you wanted, you do me a favor, I'll give it to you. Like it's something like that where they're dangling a carrot in front of these people or this person's face when they should really just be feeding them, when they really should just be given to them. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like, oh well, I'll give you this if you give me that. But the exchange is very nasty, it's very dark, it's very toxic, it's a situation where an abuse of power and abuse of authority is a really big factor, Scorpio. Or somebody, again, is using their body, their sex, something like that, as like a bargaining tool. Like, I'll give you some if you give me this or that, you feel me? Or you pay me and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's straight prostitution, like whatever is going on here. Or a situation, again, where these people are being taken advantage of sexually. You let me do this or that, and then I'll do this or that for you. It's like, but the exchange is very unfair, and it feels, again, immoral. So whatever is going on here, There's a lot of drama, conflict. That's going to be a really big factor. A lot of this conflict feels internal, though. Somebody that knows that they're going against their morals, their standards. Somebody that knows that they're doing the wrong thing, and they seem like they want to, like, make a confession or, repent for the things that they're doing or for the things that they've done. But it seems like they feel stuck in this life and this lifestyle. Human trafficking or something like that could be a really big factor. And I don't mean just pimping, I mean like literal human trafficking, y'all. Like, not to where these women or these men, whatever, are voluntarily doing this work. It's like they're being forced against their will. That feels like a huge factor here, y'all. And it feels very uncomfortable because it's almost like somebody who's like doing this to their own, like, yikes, like, peers. You know what I mean? Like, they seem like they're doing this to people with familiar faces. It's not like strangers or anything like that. That's why I think it's uncomfortable. Or they have done something to where, say, they assisted these people in getting hooked on this substance, hooked on drugs or something. And now that they are fully strung out, like, they're taking advantage of them. And it's almost as if like they're entertained with seeing these people or this person be strung out, or entertained by seeing these people or this person be dependent on them. You get what I'm saying? Hooked on them or hooked on this substance and whatever this is. And they know, like, this is a result of the mind games that they've played in this situation or played on this person. So I don't care if they laced them. I don't care if they told them this was that, or what you know what I mean? Like, what you call it? Like, I can't even think of the term, but like, put something in they drink, like drug them in some type of way. It's like whatever they did is foul and it has ruined this person's life or altered them, in a major way. And the truth about this looks like it's coming out. It just seems like they don't know how to talk about it. Lene, anything like that. Like, somebody here looks like they're being taken advantage of, possibly played with, tampered with. But again, it's like by people that know them. It's not by like anybody that has an unfamiliar face. It's like they're being sexually abused or harassed or taken advantage of by a familiar face or familiar faces. And people may feel like this person is just a hoe, or like something is wrong with them. They're overly sexual, whatever. But they're like this because they've been taken advantage of sexually. Something has happened to these people or to this person in this situation that has turned them into this overly sexual individual. You get what I'm saying? They're not just like this. Something has happened to them to where they've been, again, taken advantage of, sexually abused, exposed to way too much, way too early. It's something like that, to where it's like you have to go further down this timeline, further back, down the timeline to figure out why they're like this. But they're like this, and from what I can see, is because they've been groomed to be like this, or whatever has happened. They've been coerced into doing some bullshit, and now they feel stuck in this situation, stuck in this lifestyle, or again hooked on these drugs or whatever it is, and they don't know how to get off. But it honestly looks like it's because they don't feel like they have a support system. They can't gain their footing. So this person may be, again, like addicted to some type of substance. I don't care what it is. Or addicted to like a lifestyle, or addicted to sex or whatever it is. But it's because of exposure or exploitation. Them being taken advantage of, or them being exposed to way too much, way too young. So whatever is going on here, it looks like it's time to apologize, because it seems like somebody's life is falling apart, and there are other people who know that they have played a role in causing this person's life to fall apart. Or again, like, this person is an addict in some type of way and they need help, and instead of helping this person, these people seem like they're fighting, or they won't accept that this person truly needs help, that they really have a problem, because they're trying to cover it up because they're ashamed. So it seems like there's going to be this maternal figure who finally realizes that there's a problem here. This person is not okay. They literally need help. They need assistance. They need rehab or something. And it's almost as if, like, instead of seeing this person as if they're sick, they look at them as if they're like, just out here. Like, oh, why can't you get better? Why can't you fix yourself? Because it's a sickness, it's an illness that they're facing. So they may be angry with them because this may be their parent, this may be a sibling, this may be somebody that they're very close to. In that type of way, it's like, and they're watching them kind of like be very irresponsible, but whatever is wrong with them, again, it's because they need help, they need assistance, and they didn't feel like they had a support system, they didn't feel loved, they didn't feel welcomed, or again, this person was exposed to way too much, or they were again taken advantage of. So somebody may have drugged them, somebody may have raped them, somebody may have done something very foul to this person, molested them when they were young, whatever it is. But it's almost as if like they didn't have an outlet, or they didn't have a way to escape, or something happened to where after this was going on repeatedly, and they may have not said anything, so now they're in a space to where they are like really sexual. They may be a prostitute themselves. They may be doing something to where they're cool with this promiscuous lifestyle, and but it's because of their history. So Jackson is what I keep hearing. Like whatever is going on here, it seems like there's going to be this sense of compassion that comes in, because it's like this person wasn't just like this. Something happened to them that made them like this. There are things that they experienced that whether they spoke on it or not, like that they cannot shake, and they need to kind of like be able to clear their mind or cope with what they've experienced. And it's almost as if like they're finding that place, that space, or somebody that they feel like they can open up to. And it seems like they're going to like learn how to trust people gradually, and the more that they learn to trust others, the better that they'll feel, the more healing that will take place in a situation. But they're really uncomfortable discussing this. They're very uncomfortable talking about their past or talking about these experiences, but they're uncomfortable with it because it makes them volatile, it makes them aggressive, it makes them angry, puts them in a very dark place. So please be patient with this person. Whatever is going on, just make sure that this person is being handled with care, because they're very aggressive, they're very angry, they're very volatile, but they're not just like this just because they're like this, because something has happened to them that they're not discussing, or they haven't disclosed, or that pisses them off, like when they reflect on these situations, as they truly feel like they've been taken advantage of. But you know how they say like people who've been violated um turn others into victims. It feels like that is potentially a factor here, to where it's like generational curses, generational cycles that have to be broken. So it seems like they're kind of in a space to where they're realizing that they don't want to be like this anymore. They don't want to live like this anymore. But it feels like it's really affecting their mental health. They just want to be happy, but it feels like their childhood like was so dark, or it was full of so much pain, possibly because of this experience, or because of something that they've never spoken on. Again, it just feels like they finally are going to break free. Shadow is the word that I keep hearing. Thank you so much.